Hi, I am here to talk about the series that I'm currently reading, the book series that I'm currently reading, which is the Fever series. The Fever series is an urban fantasy series. Urban fantasy is fantasy that takes place in our world versus regular fantasy that takes place in a world, a made up world. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and some others are good examples of a regular fantasy. Urban fantasy is fantasy that takes place in our world, such as Twilight. That's an example of urban fantasy, but Twilight is young adult. The Fever series, the series that I'm currently reading, is not young adult. It's adult and it's rated R. So I like that genre. For books, I read urban fantasy. I read like thriller or suspenseful or mysterious series, or I read self-development books. Books that teach you how to be more efficient and more effective and just self-development. So those are the type of books. And on my original Audible account, which I lost access to, is filled with books that I wanted on my TBR to be read TBR pile, which are mostly self-development books. So I was like, now I have another Audible account and I feel like, oh God, now I gotta pay to buy all the books that I already paid for on my original Amazon account that I can't even access. But anyway, so speaking of Amazon, so on Amazon, this is where I met like these close book club friends, online book club friends that I got to know. Anyway, so I met these online. Somebody's delivering food right next to me. So anyway, so yeah. Fever series I like because Karen uses the technique of foreshadowing to unravel the characters in the Fever world. I like the Fever because of the transformation that the main character goes in, and she literally transforms in the course of the entire series from this naive, innocent girl to this strong, powerful woman. And so I like the character development. I like the world building. I like Karen's use of foreshadowing to tell the story. And DreamWorks was going to adapt that to be a movie like a couple years ago, maybe 2 to 3 years ago, and they didn't. So I really hope they do, because I mean, it would be an awesome to see it play on screen, but anyway, I met 3 ladies from the book club, and from there we expanded to about 7, 8, or 9 of us, and we would just meet up every time on the Amazon thread, and we would talk about books that we were reading and things like that. And then we decided, like, this is weird that we've literally been on Amazon for 2 years on this thread, going every week talking about books and just getting to know each other. So then we decided that we would go on Google Hangouts and create so it'd be better communication and a better platform for our little book club group. And so, yeah, I lost access to my original accounts. So I no longer keep in contact with them, but I hope there are whales wherever they are in the world and reading books. Yeah. So, and then if you are interested in reading, Goodreads is a social media platform for readers. I go on there from time to time to get book recommendations, because readers go there to vote for their favorite authors, vote for their favorite series, And so I go there from time to time to get recommendations on books, urban fantasy books, mostly. And again, I either read those or I read self-development. So there are certain things I have purchased that I was never able to access, such as Lisa Nichols' speaking and writing course. I was never able to take her course because I lost access to my email. So that was $509 of my money down the drain because I couldn't access that course. So losing all my access to my account had, I lost contact to people I used to be in contact with. I lost access to old videos of mine. And a lot of the old videos are videos of me when I was really big. And I was documenting my weight loss journey. Because I said, after I had my fourth son, I literally gained weight. Like when my first two children, I never had any stretch marks. I never, my stomach went flat the way it was before. So people were like, how did you do that? And I was just like, I don't know. So I thought it was going to be like that, like my fourth. And I learned a lesson of paying attention to my body because I didn't realize when I gained weight and I didn't realize when I lost weight. So to pay attention to my body and that there's no magic anything. You have to work for it. You gotta work for it. There's no other way. And that's what I'm doing now.